to ask one question of Martin, going back to the grassroots, and it's just my own interest, as to your impression back in 63, 64. You gave us an account of how you found the Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots and how you found your mediating succeeding. Can you just explain to us what response you got from the communities, from the Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots on the ground, not the extremists, the majority? Because the impression I got from your book was that there was hope, and there still is hope, that the communities can come together. Can you just talk from your own perspective from 63, 64?
At that time, I thought there was an extraordinary ability to come together. I mean, there was absolutely no difficulty in coming together, and that even extends to the more extremist people that I'm not sure who you call an extremist, but I mean, Nicholas Sampson I got to know very well. I mean, there were lots of people who certainly were seen by outsiders as extremists, and they just had not comprehended, that the answers for Cyprus was to find a joint route forward. And the moment you convinced them that that could be done, I mean, nobody could have been more helpful in terms of putting together workable solutions. So, I mean, this to me is the great tragedy, that everybody was ready at that time to become involved. And I had a Turkish officer who was mediating with me, and he was incredible, because in the end, and he wrote to me afterwards to say, for the one time in his life he felt that he was actually doing something good and able to work on a basis he felt was ethical. And we were able to convince people who were, some of them in terror and some of them in fear, and some of them had lost a lot of their families or people who'd been taken hostage, and we were able to get them working together to understand that how much they were a single Cypriot population. And I mean, to me, the appalling thing that Britain has done is that they have never ever sort of encouraged the concept of Cypriotness. They've always used the creation of division as something that they thought, even if it wasn't that particular moment, somewhere down the line it would be helpful to them that there was division there. So if you look back through my knowledge of history, it's all about the encouragement of processes that in the end led towards separation.